My name is Dexter, and I am currently a member at CEC, and I am a freelance writer, graphic novelist, and what I do for my day job is I'm a bonded legal courier. I guess, for lack of a better description, the come to Jesus moment came when I was young. I was about 8, and I went to the local neighborhood church. It was a very typical Southern Baptist church, and the pastor was preaching the word about Jesus being tempted. And then he did an altar call, but he did it in the typical Southern Baptist style, which is his face got all red and he was all angry and he started shouting and he was pounding on the pulpit saying, you know, if you do not repent, you're going to hell. And then he started pointing at everybody and going, are you going to hell? Are you going to hell? And as an 8-year-old kid, you know, it's like you hear that and it's like, oh no. And I just like burst into tears and just ran out of the room because I'm thinking this crazy dude is yelling at me, telling me I'm going to hell. So I'm like crying, a little 8-year-old kid. And the lady who was the Sunday school teacher comes running out. And she's like, you know, why are you crying? Why are you so upset? And I told her, I don't want to go to hell. The scary man said I'm going to hell. She said, well, I can help you. And I go, okay, how? This is what she said. If you make Jesus your friend, then you won't go to hell. And I'm thinking, cool, okay. How do I make Jesus my friend so I don't go to hell? And then she walked me through the prayer and everything. And the following week, I brought my younger brother with me to church. We had the message in Sunday school, but it was a much more subdued version. It wasn't like, you know, crazy like that, the one that I saw. And I said to my brother, I go, if you make Jesus your friend, you're gonna be in heaven with me and you won't go to hell. And so within a week, now I have my brother. Several months later, my mom had her moment. And then shortly after that, then about another few months, was my dad. So within the span of about a year, my whole family came to follow Christ. When I started going to university, I was going to Long Beach State. During my first semester, my father had since passed. My mom started dating this one guy. He didn't like me very much because my mom always would say to him that I reminded her of my father. You know, he's just like his old man. You know, he sounds like his old man. He acts like his old man. Oh, he didn't, you know, whatever. And so this guy came to really despise me because the ghost of my father was me in his eyes. And so he basically told my mom, you have a choice. You either choose me or choose your son. And so my mom disowned me and just basically cut me loose. At that moment, made me persona non grata. I had no family, I had no identity, I had nothing. And it was really, really rough. But the one thing that I did have, and you know, I had to be constantly reminded of it, is that I had my relationship with Christ. Can a mother forget the baby at her breast and have no compassion on the child she has born? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. That verse was given to me just after my mom disowned me, like literally days after my mom disowned me. I will never forget the person who she gave it to me and she put on a Post-it note. I had that note pasted into my Bible, taped it to the inside front cover, so that way I'd always have it. And for years, I leaned on that. But I'm very grateful because I would have never thought in a million years that there'd be something that God would have said in His Word that would apply to what had happened to me. But there it was. So yeah, that verse literally changed my life. My name is Dexter, and I'm just a regular guy, you know, trying to do what's right by God.